Well, hello, and welcome in. Forgive the ads that are playing now. I thought that I fixed this, but I will. We're just gonna mute player 1 and player 2 for just a moment while the ads play. Hey, Chris, welcome in. Good to see you.
Hello. I guess we are live now.
We are live now, yes, and we have an ad for Chucky playing, which is not part of the cast. We're not sponsored by Chucky.
Yeah,
do
my
not
favorite
have to see
family-friendly
this.
film.
Yes, of course. So spin will be live in about 10 seconds. Chris, if you want me to read it out, since Chris is the admin tonight.
Yeah. I'm getting set up here still a little
All
bit,
right,
so.
then I will read it out, and should be a good time.
So I will see you guys as soon as we're traveling to New York.
Okay. So, yeah, our match tonight between the buff guy and MrMike. This is a group stage match. I believe it's the first of both of these players' group stage matches. So that should be fun. This will determine who starts off a perfect record and who is starting from behind.
Okay. I've been informed by Buff that he cannot see the spin, so.
Yeah, I cannot see the spin either.
Interesting.
So might not be alone
Because I think I sent it like 10 minutes ago. Hold on. Yeah, it shows up in the history as having been sent, but I guess I can see if either I need to send this one or send a different one.
Right. The overlay just says Berlin is coming up next, if that helps.
So give me a moment here, folks.
It is
Like
technical
troubles.
difficulties. It's been a couple months, guys. You know, we're knocking off the rust. So it's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna just to play it safe here. I will give a different spin, and actually, I'll give them until 03, so they're not caught off guard here.
Awesome. Well, that'll give me time to make sure that everything looks and sounds good. So, audience, if you notice anything weird, if one of us sounds louder than the other, do let us know. We'll do our best. Live streaming is an art, not so much a science. We're doing the best we can.
And I will give a new spin just in case.
My Berlin brethren can fuck up. It's all good.
Let's see.
In the meantime, if anybody is interested, we've got lots of commands related to Roulette Rivals. So use any of those exclamation point commands that you so choose. It'll pull up the Discord. It'll show you brackets, which at this point I'm pretty sure are just upcoming matches, hit maps, all that good stuff. Oh, we've got a new countdown. So spin will be live here in about 35 seconds.
That is good to hear. Hello, chat. What's up?
This should be good. We're going to Berlin first, which is Buff Guy's pick. Big surprise to everybody. And we're going to New York next, which is MrMike's pick.
Here we go. Let's do this shit. 20 seconds. Let's go. I'm ready, girl.
All right, here's the spin. So we have the first target as a bartender with a loud pistol, his second target with electrocution as the delivery guy, the third target as the dealer with the fiber wire, the fourth target with the scrap sword, while this guy is the biker, and the fifth target as club security has to kill in a fall, which would be an accidental kill. Only 30 minutes for this. There are some timing rule changes. Chris, do you know if the timing rules are different now across the board, or is this just for group stages?
You mean the 30-minute timer?
Yes.
I think that's just for group stages, but I think the KO stages are going to be 47 minutes instead of an hour, if I'm not mistaken.
You are right. And deciders are no longer like timeless. They are now 1 hour, and if the spin can't be completed, a new decider map is chosen.
Yeah, and I think I actually need to look at that. I don't remember exactly what the timing is for that. I know that was the thing that was talked about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's in direct
especially with that
to the
2-hour decider.
yeah.
So yeah, that was added into the survey. I know myself and a few other people were recommending that. And
Right.
let me see if I can find it exactly.
And it'll be cool. Both players now in to the map. Buff Guy opting to start as the DJ, whereas MrMike started in the Raver suits at the end of the line. MrMike going for this early isolation on Rooftop Guard, whose name I do not know.
Agent Green, I
Green.
would think. I'm looking at Discord right now, but it sounds like it.
Never bothered to learn. I've murdered him many times, but
yes. Okay, so the time limit for the decider map is 1 hour, and when this is done, a different map will be picked from the remaining
right.
pool.
So no more timeless deciders, which is very, very cool, and it's neat because it'll really swing the advantage if a new map comes up that maybe the other player is better at, then it can really swing.
And what that means
one
is
side to the
that
other.
when I get my next Bangkok decider, we can both just truce it out and agree to sit there for an hour.
Yeah.
So we can play something else.
That's fair. Yeah, just go rest in your suite. You've earned it.
Okay. Yes, I did see the fall kill from Mike Matty. I just forgot to mark it in the thing. I've forgotten that that's a thing because in Raceway we had the outside tool, and in here it's through the site itself. So
right. So that their triangle
much easier.
indicates which player, depending on the outline color of their profile picture, has done the kill. And so MrMike with the first kill, the fall as club security. And he's got the food delivery guy knocked out as well. He's going to go ahead and grab that disguise. And this needs to be an electrocution kill.
And he's called the biker out to bring the food to Lowenthal. I didn't see, did he poison that food?
I don't know.
With an emetic? Because obviously we don't need consume poison here.
Right.
We can see from Buff getting that early dealer isolation with an emetic, which is generally what I like to do.
Good idea, and kind of keeps him from being a pain, and then you don't have to follow him to the dark corner where he tries to sell you drugs.
Yes, Ike is saying he did emetic for Lowenthal, and then I'll send him into the little fake bathroom. Well, I mean, it is a bathroom. It's in the biker area, and that's soundproof in case that's what they're looking for. I don't know that there's a sink. I don't think there's a sink in there for electrocution, but I might be wrong. I haven't tried it before. If there's a tie on the decider, so if you're talking about in these group stage matches, the third map is not actually a decider. Every match will have 3 maps, but the third one is chosen by RNG. So there is a time limit on the third map, and your scoring isn't actually per map or per match. Sorry, it's for the whole tournament. So it just determines how many points you get added to your score. It's not like somebody needs to win individual matches.
Right. In the group stage, there can be a tie. So in the tournament stage, there's no such thing as a tie, and in the group stage, there is, and a tie is worth separate points from wins and a loss.
3-3 is a perfectly valid score, and in fact, if you're losing a map, you would actually hope for a tie, because that means you get at least 1 point out of it instead of 0.
Exactly.
And yeah, it looks like there is actually a sink in there. That's kind of funny.
Buff Guy going for the fiber wire kill as the dealer. He does manage to get it. Now he's got to get this body out of here. But he should be fine.
I've done biker electrocution before on Swan, and it actually would have been a lot easier to just do it this way, but so that's another kill down for Mike.
That's an electrocution kill for MrMike.
And that's the dealer kill for Buff Guy.
Yep, with the fiber wire.
Banner there. Fiber wire does need to be brought in. It's the only non-firearm kill that you have to bring with you.
Meanwhile, MrMike has the biker disguise now. Looks like he's going for the scrap sword here.
Yep, and
bikers
are allowed to carry the scrap sword.
Yeah.
So actually the only disguise on the map that can.
Be able to take that wherever he needs to, which is that's good optimization there.
And obviously, that's already with the disguise that he needs, and then after that, he'll need the loud pistol and loud pistol and fiber wire kills. I can't even keep track of my own menus here.
MrMike going for the lure here on Thames, and that was actually very, very well timed. Thames was right where he needed him to be, and so now it's just a
Gunther,
matter of...
you call him Thames one more time, I will be very upset.
Sorry, what am I supposed to call him?
Thames.
Thames. Oh,
As if it were an E instead of an A. I don't know
okay.
why, but I mean,
Thames.
all of the NPCs on the map could very well be pronouncing it wrong because that has happened before.
Well, I mean, I feel worse because he's the only target whose name I know, and I didn't even know it. So my world is different.
Yeah, it's like the guard on Whittleton that calls him J Noose.
Yeah.
So, that's the
Well,
third
that is
kill
the
for
that
Mike
is the
down.
scrap sword kill for Mike.
Yep.
So Mike is just blazing through these kills.
On Thames there, he's got, I guess I would say, definitely the two hardest kills, if you could describe them as hard.
Right.
Left to go, but there is a nice little soundproof room down here in the security area for that pistol kill. And there are a number of bartenders on the ground floor that you can go for, or the lowest floor, I should say.
Buff guy utilizing the overpowered snail to KO 2 of the guards there.
And Mike's actually going to take out some DJs here, and this probably looks like he's making a bad play, but the DJ is actually one of the disguises on the map that can walk past an enforcer safely. That's outside of the dealer area, so that's some good map knowledge there for him. Will make it impossible to rip on that part. That's that guard right there. He just walked past, and looks like he's going to do the role play strat for him. Yes, roulette is the best esport ever invented.
Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Buff is going for the food delivery disguise right now.
Can't. Why not have an esport in a single player game? So Buff's got his disguise here, and so does Mike at the same time.
Right, Buff
7.5 minutes.
Remote killing with an electrocution as the delivery guy. So that's one more kill down.
And it looks like he's going for the scrap sword.
He does have the disguise for it, and he has Thames already isolated. Did it right that time.
Mike has just missed Chamberlain here. There are ways you can still get him back, but now at about 9 minutes 20, Montgomery's going to start coming down the stairs, and I think that's what he's going to want to go for. Or he's just straight up going to go all the way back upstairs and get 2 kills normally. I think Buff Guy is looking to grab Swan when he goes over to look at the water here. And Mike's going up to green right now. And already got this room cleared out. And interestingly enough, and yeah, it looks like he is going to go for the 3-shot on Banner. The top of this roof is not soundproof, but no NPCs that can hear it will ever be able to path up here. So he can do that kill up here if he wants to.
Buff guy doing a front KO on this target.
And somebody
hears.
Looks like somebody heard that. Yeah, I could see on his mini map there.
But he's able to drop the wrench and slow that down.
He doesn't opt to go for the kill.
No, I wonder if he saved his scrap sword for here, and then what is his Oh,
I gotta mark 2 kills here. Mike got the dealer as well.
He's going to drop Swan into the water for the fall kill, so
that he will, and that'll put them both even at 4 kills each.
Right, they both have the loud pistol bartender kill last, so
they do indeed. And Mike's dragging Banner all the way up here, poor guy. I'm actually surprised he was able to get him while he was running up the stairs. He goes like 100 miles an hour.
Okay. Neither target has the bartender disguise, but Buff Guy did just grab the free one, located behind the bar here.
And I would think that Mike's going to do the same. Yeah, that was a pretty quick bit of catching up there that Buff did. I think he was on like 1 of 4 kills.
Right,
And
yeah, and then
Mike
he
was
got
on
3, one right after the other. So,
And I'd say he's slightly ahead right now, but I don't know what
Yeah.
target he's going to go for.
he has taken out the fall
There's
kill
the
if you
pistol.
wanna give him his red triangle. He's earned it.
Oh, true that he has. Never done this whole ad winning thing before, so. Kappa.
I mean,
Looks like he wants to get Lowenthal, maybe in the bathroom, which is soundproof, but not sure if he'll even react to this. And looks like he just grabbed somebody else,
yeah.
so not the best for him.
Try to go for a peekaboo there as well.
Mike's gonna get this bartender. Is this the one that somebody got wall hacked on earlier?
Oh, I'm not sure. Today, you mean?
Grabbing this guy at the yeah, earlier today. I didn't see it, but I saw people talking about it. Said somebody got wall hacked trying to get a bartender, and this is kind of the only one that you would do that for.
Yeah. Well, he manages to get the KO clean here.
Yeah, I think I always either get the free bartender or like 5% of the time I start as bartender, but
I'm gonna investigate that toss. I think he's got the target coming.
Just
going for a second toss here, which I think is gonna be pretty risky.
Yeah, and even though he can't rip you, but there's like 5 other bikers that are close enough
right
to
there that would
get alerted.
Freak out. Okay.
And another chain lure, and yeah, this little bathroom is going to be soundproof with both those doors closed, even for explosives. So
I'll just need to make sure that he gets the KO nice and clean.
Him. Maybe a Pog motorcycle exit, which I don't think I've ever seen in a match before.
Okay,
but
clean
it is the
corner
closest
subdue.
right now.
He's right into the bathroom. Does he have his loud pistol? He does.
Yeah, and I think he's going to take it here. I mean,
yeah.
Just don't. Looks like he's going to go for the scooter for motorcycle. Yeah, that's going to be an exit. I guess I'll mark this off anyways. And I will give Mike the time here.
Right.
Because you could see a photo finish here.
The photo finish timing is, and correct me if I'm wrong, is different now, correct? The photo finish timing is now 47 seconds.
47 seconds, that's correct, to account for the console versus PC times, which we do have here, but Mike being the one that's behind and being the PC player, I'm not going to see that, but that's 36 seconds apart, which means photo finish. So I will
we did not see either player restart. So load times are going to be
that is correct,
almost negligible at this point.
So unofficially you might be able to call it here, but
right,
this is a tournament match. We're not just going to play it by ear here.
Right.
So I do need to calculate the times.
I wouldn't dare. While Chris is calculating the times, as Chris is our admin, yeah, I mean, well played by both players. I mean, it got really, really close. I definitely think in the beginning, MrMike was just flying through him. I was like, okay, well, this is obviously one-sided. But Buff Guy just opted to take the slower routes for the more difficult kills, and it paid off for him.
Mike says FFS in the Discord chat. First match of the tournament. A good way to start off the World Championships. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and pull up these VODs here. So might go a little bit silent. But yeah, Mike at the end there had a good amount of setting up he had to do to get that last kill. So that's where that caught him up a little bit. So
yeah, I think Buff Guy had a little bit more optimization. But you go ahead and pull up the VODs as you need, Chris. Feel free to mute if I'm bugging you. I'll try and entertain the chat. These jackals.
MrMike says, not surprised given I haven't really touched Berlin. Let's not mention the fact that he beat me twice on Berlin in RR4, kicking me out of the winner's bracket.
You all heard him. Nobody mentioned it.
Sag.
probably could have been a roll fluer. In all honesty, could have easily been a roll fluer. But I saw Scrap Sword and I saw Bartender and Delivery Guy, and I was like,
Just kind of goes to show how practiced these players are, though, that they were both able to do that kind of first go all the way through. MrMike, especially not having touched Berlin recently, like, that's insane. I've played plenty of Berlin, and I still don't think I can just do one and done of any type of Berlin run. So, just outrageous.
Yeah, Berlin, I've never played that map before.
Yeah.
That was just nerves.
I heard it's getting released in the next one.
I threw the hammer and I didn't want to rip.
Let's
So
see.
I just said, fuck the hammer, and booked it into the bathroom and then started looking.
Nigga saying don't bet against Buff on Berlin.
Yeah, it would have been.
Well, you know, we'll find out with the photo finish timing here, but yeah, I think that's a safe bet.
I was like, oh fuck, here's where Mr. Mike catches up if he's not already kicking my ass. That sucked. I didn't mean to get that fucking biker. And I know better than to do that too. I knew to wait till the fucking conversation starts, then do the lure. But I was being impatient and
Buff guy is currently critiquing the things that he did in his run.
Holy shit!
Always understandable.
When there was no confirmation, I was waiting my ass off.
Okay.
Because I realized I got benched.
Just want to verify that they, in fact, did not have any restarts first.
Right.
They just typed the whole thing up to start with.
If they did, it would have been early because they ended with like 16 minutes left, and Buff's time was 11:47. MrMike's was 12:52.
Let's see. So. Yeah, no restarts for Buff for sure.
Buff just asked, "Did I lose?" Patience, Buff. We'll get there.
I think this is the second time I've ever done a photo finish, so I want to make sure I get this done right.
No pressure. I want it to be done right, so.
At least it's not the 0.5 second or whatever that And for Fun had that
Right.
one time.
I couldn't imagine.
Nightmare Fuel.
I'll leave that to you guys. I have no desire to admin.
Let's see. Yeah, no restarts for either player. And
Mr. Nezu saying, I got all night. Take your time to get it right, refs. Yeah. Only they spent this long on pass interference calls. The NFL would be a different game.
Oh no. NFL politics in my roulette match.
Yeah, that's the new thing we're bringing to Roulette Rivals World Championships. Frequent
we
breaks to
needed.
discuss what's wrong with the NFL.
Okay.
In real time, not in game time. I got 11:47, so if his time is shittier than mine,
What's
he
that?
still have won this because he might have loaded in faster. If that's the case, then that sucks because I don't see how without any risk.
It was like fantastic runs from both players. I mean, their times were even similar. Really, I think that the first 4 kills that they had were borderline the same. I think that Buff just had better optimization when it came to the bartender and getting to the last target. Like, that's it. That's the difference that we're looking at here. And even then, like, MrMike did catch up.
That free disguise is very good because there are plenty of bartenders on the map and they're all kind of annoying to get to.
Oh yeah. Well, and where Buff was, he just dumped Swan into the river, and so him he was right next to it. He could just swing by and pick it up, whereas MrMike had to kind of go across map in order to do the lure to get the bartender outfit.
Okay. I do have a ruling.
Okay.
So let me add these times up.
Tenaga pointing out MrMike doesn't have the blue triangle for the last target, so it doesn't count. Facts.
So true.
Had I not fucked that lure up, and I got Lowenthal on the first throw,
That looks good. And
that's bullshit. Edro, thanks for the follow, man. What's ripped mean? Ripped means you failed, you fucked up, you gotta restart. You got spotted, or your body got found, or something like that. Whew. I'm getting lightheaded and heavy chest.
okay, there's the official post.
Okay. So that's confirmation. That means that Buff Guy wins the first map.
Stop fucking playing against players that are so good.
Let me pay
And
out
I
these.
will send us off. New York is our next map, so I will accept Buff's win there. And then get us ready for the next spin. I'll put that at 29.
Okay, new predictions are in the chats. Old predictions have been paid out. Who's going to take New York? This is MrMike's pick.
That's what I'm fucking talking about, bitch.
So yeah, get them in. Get in the bets.
Fuck yeah. Fucking Berlin.
And
This was Mike's choice.
this was Mike's choice. So, and Chris, with this, you said regardless, there are 3 maps.
Yes, there are 3 maps. The third map is chosen randomly the same way as a decider would be chosen. So basically, it's chosen before the start of the match, before the start of the match by the website. So there's no admin involvement, and that will show up on the screen after this map is finished.
Awesome, awesome.
Thanks,
Yes.
And first spin looks good to me, so I will send that through.
Buff is single-handedly raising the age restriction on my stream by cursing.
Love to see it.
Yes, you love to see it.
Okay. No.
Jesus Christ. Holy fuck.
Hitmaps.com is trying to fight me right now. Trying to get this time set correctly, so that should be good.
Okay, awesome. 2 minutes till the spin, and I will close out the submissions before we hit 0. So do make sure that you get predictions in the chat. As well, type what you guys want to see. What types of kills do you want to see? How do you want to see Athena Savalas die? How exactly do you want to see her get taken out?
Yeah, I'm thinking bank robber burial dagger for sure, and
That'd be amazing. I would love that.
Would be a tragedy to have that accidentally be what the spin is.
Well, I mean, you have all the
There are
power
no-
right now. Like you can make
There
this
are
happen.
no rigging of the spins.
Yes.
That has been stated both officially and unofficially. So this is
I love the idea like that you could rig a spin. You know what I mean? Like
whether it's high security guard neck snap or bank robber burial dagger, it's whatever shows up. I mean, obviously there are banned kills, but in most cases those can't even show up on the site. So
Arnak
I
wants
did
to
though
see
have
Athena fall, and Jim Jam wants to
the
see a toilet drowning.
the first Berlin spin that I spun into was 2 large firearms, so that was an illegal spin.
Oh, right.
So you do have to look out for stuff like that. Would have still been possible to complete, but
Right.
that's
It's not.
how the
roulette
ruling
legal.
goes.
Well, we'll know in about 15 seconds. Well, I'll know in about 15 seconds. Chris already knows, but
I know all.
Chris
Do you
is.
want me to run it down for
omniscient.
us?
Yeah, please feel free if you'd like.
Okay. All right. It is going to be Athena Savalas with an injected poison as the janitor. Injected poison does need to be brought in, hopefully, unless I just made a fool of myself. But I do not believe there is one on the map. And janitor, I mean, there's a good number of them on the map, but I pretty much always start as janitor if I can, because it's sort of annoying, more annoying than missing Mateo is. So
I think MrMike has opted to start as the janitor. Buff Guy is also opting to start as the janitor, but he is
it's
taking a little bit longer in the planning stage as MrMike is already in here.
it's a little bit of an odd live kill to have, but you know, I think we're just going to see a pretty standard clear out of the office. Then all you have to do is point your gun at Athena, and she will stop in place, and you can walk up behind her and garrot, no having to worry about GRBs there. Or, well, I say garrot, but this is injected
But it is
poison, so
injected.
inject.
No, 47. He's a magic man. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, you can definitely garrot somebody with a needle if you try hard enough. He's pretty strong. So.
Yes, he's incredibly strong. You've seen his abs.
MrMike pulling the trank out of a briefcase. Really nice to see, because that crashes my game with 100% consistency.
Seriously.
So
well, I know that you
very,
are particularly plagued by crashes.
very refreshing. Yeah, I think I'm stuck on the Chris client of the game, so hate to see it.
Gotta patch that out, yeah.
So Mike, a little bit of an issue on timing here. You got Athena walking into the meeting room. You can switch on the Wi-Fi, and that'll force her back in her office, but a few seconds she'll do it naturally, and I think he actually wants to peekaboo her here.
Oh, the door closing kind of affected that.
Yeah, and looks like she turns around almost immediately, so even in a hostile area, that was a bit of an issue. Also means you don't want to get spotted here, because you will still get ribbed, even with the tranks.
Okay. So this, he's gonna have to make sure he doesn't
he's gonna go
here.
He's gonna go for it. Mike, point your gun at it.
He does manage to get her to spin.
It worked. No psychic lockdown on the guards outside. Just needs to get those 2 discs.
Well done.
I'm not sure. I would bring the snail here. I'm not sure if he has the DLC and or if they have agreed ahead of time to not use it. But
well, I know that Buff Guy has been using it, so if they've agreed not to,
yeah, that'd be an issue.
Buff Guy is going back on that gentleman's agreement.
If you have 2 darts, you can still just, you know, once they go for the meeting, or really at any point, you can just kind of crouch around somewhere and trank both of them individually. Go for data core? Absolutely not. Yeah, so here they're about to have their meeting, and then you can just kind of crouch on the stairwell. They won't see you. And there's 1, 2 discs. Just watch out for the enforcer lady.
Okay, now MrMike just has to head to an exit. Buff Guy is going to be doing the same thing, I'm guessing, but the problem is he's just timing. He took too long in the planning stage. I don't see him getting anywhere close to the 47 seconds here.
I will write it out just to be certain, but I'm not seeing this being a potential photo finish. But on a map that's, you know, this short, might as well just wait, and then after that 47 seconds has passed, it will accept the score.
Ooh.
And he's got about 17 seconds
here.
here. Yeah, I think that's going to be too far from Perez, and I'm not sure if he has a trank either way. He's got
wrenches.
Fabian.
That's nature's trank.
He's getting enforced here. Yeah, so this is not going to be a photo finish.
No.
My clock is telling me 47 seconds has passed, so I will accept that. And there should be a wheel coming up on your screen to determine the 3rd map. And I don't know when that'll pop up, so you can, announce it.
So, Bangkok.
Folks, that's how you know that the admin has no control over the random map, because I would have picked literally anything else.
Proof. So quit with your accusations and your hate mail.
Actually, I wonder if Punk is online. Because we are sort of officially / unofficially meant to send our spins to another admin now.
And why is that?
Even if you... it's just I guess, sort of a thing preventing rigging and other sorts of stuff.
Oh, I
so
see. I see.
also, just want to make sure there's a consensus before an illegal spin gets sent or something.
Now, for group stages, is the decider map also 30 minutes, or does this one go to an hour?
Yes, this one will be 30 minutes as well, this third map.
Okay. Okay. And I shouldn't say decider because this is just the third map.
Yeah, it's just on the website. It's just listed as random map
Yeah.
on the drop down. I'm going to put this for 39.
Well played by both players. Again, very, very close. I think Buff Guy just spent a bit too long in the planning stages. I think that if he gets out and into the level as fast as Mike does, I think that it's a lot closer. I think that we're looking at a photo finish, but sometimes it's just the way it goes.
Bangkok.
Have a sick emoji from MrMike.
Mm.
I don't know. I was doing okay until the fucking bounce, that snail bounce fucked me so hard. If it wasn't
The Buff Guy is giving himself a hard time right now, but still, like, I mean, he played admirably, considering that wasn't his pick, and he was still close. He was still within arm's length. York's a fast map. I do think that for their meeting, it was probably better to have the 2 trank darts like MrMike did, as opposed to the snail like Buff Guy did, just because by the time he got down there, he had to worry about them being close enough to each other in order to get the snail to KO both of them. Whereas that's not really anything that MrMike had to worry about. He could just shoot them wherever they stood.
I am clarifying something on the admin website side of things, so
I'll take your time.
I want to make sure there aren't any issues after the match is over. And I will set us a spin. Okay.
The predictions seem to be leaning heavier toward the Buff Guy for Bangkok right now. More people voted for the Buff Guy, more money has been, or G monies have been put towards the Buff Guy. So chat seems to think that this is going to go one way.
Okay. I have sent our spin.
Awesome.
So this should
We've
be
got a
good.
minute 30 until it goes live. Okay, so these numbers that you're seeing at the bottom of your screen, chat, just in case you are not familiar, Currymaker has a stat website where we're pulling this information from, and basically, you can look up different players. Here are the stats for Buff Guy and MrMike, if you guys are interested in seeing those. But on Bangkok, MrMike is 1-1, and according to this, Buff Guy has not played on Bangkok, so he does not have a win-loss record for this. We're getting a lot of love or hate. I'm not sure for the sound of your keyboard in chat.
Oh yeah, I do apologize for that, but I do love me a mechanical keyboard.
Yeah, I also have a mechanical keyboard, so
it feels very nice to me and me only, I guess. Getting a nice ad on MrMike's side, so if he kills anybody in the first 11 seconds, I'm going to have to disqualify his run.
That's fair. That's what he gets for sending ads our way. We're going to be live in 15 seconds.
This is your stream, never mind. I had the wrong one pulled up.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to deny your spin, too. Yeah, I wanted to check out the new overlay, the stats and stuff.
It looks amazing. I really, really like it.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay, we have Jordan Cross with a pistol while this guy's in the suit. Fantastic. And Ken Morgan in an explosive accident while disguised as the Stalker. Now, the Stalker disguise has to be a remote kill, correct?
That is correct, and that was actually what I was clarifying with Punk. I needed to know if I was meant to respin the whole thing or just the kill until it got to a legal spin. The first one was loud SMG, and that's not going to happen.
Right.
And then I got consumed poison, which Froat never gave me confirmation on, so I skipped over that as well.
Right. Well, the
But,
pistol
yeah.
itself does not have to be a loud pistol. The Stalker.
Correct.
The Stalker
And,
kill means that it's just going to be like a isolation on Ken. I wonder how we'll see how these players do that. It does look like MrMike is going right in, and it seems like he's heading over toward Jordan's side of that.
And to be fair, Jordan pistol suit, silenced pistol that is a pretty speed run condition.
Right.
It's not the fastest, but I mean, you're going to do pretty much what you see Mike do here. He's going to panic or at least distract these tech crew. And then he's going to climb up the pipe, peekaboo Jordan, and that'll be a free kill with 1 bullet distraction. And then all he has to do is kind of set up Ken, and he'll be able to kill him at any point. Grabs the letter there even, tranking Neil, so it's a good little optimization to get in there.
Is he opting to isolate Ken down in the basement?
It would seem so, and I'm actually not entirely sure when Ken has his meeting. I'm not sure if you can leave him there forever, or because I would think that Otis would come in eventually, or some other NPC.
Oh no!
So I would
crashed.
think. Oh, he crashed. Interesting.
He crashed. Now, MrMike has Jordan dead to rights. Now he's just got to dump the body over the side here. Oh,
he
but
did have him dead to rights,
he
and then
did.
he got a panic.
Yeah.
On the guard. So I was.
He did get the peekaboo, so that's. I mean, that was real clean. I think we can see that again, but this plays really well into Buff's hands because he needs extra time with the crash.
I actually didn't see. Did Mike not bullet distract there on the bookcase? You do have to do that, or else you'll get spotted.
I don't think that he did.
I didn't see if he did or not, but yeah, that would be the issue. Otherwise, it might have just been a bad head turn. But yeah, there's no official rule on when players crash. I mean, of course, you're free to let your opponent know, and they can decide what they want to do. But I'm not gonna go the official route. There is a new messaging system for the admin side.
Right. Well, but, and
I don't want
to. Yeah, from what I've seen, like that stuff is legal. Like technical difficulties doesn't really stay the match.
Yeah, no, there's no. Player is free to keep playing if their opponent crashes. I mean,
yeah.
It's not necessarily that it's your fault or your problem or whatever, but I mean, we can't just stop the tournament because somebody crashes, and there are people that could do that intentionally. So
right. Well, MrMike has he's peekaboo Jordan over, but
yeah, he's got a lure here on him.
Yeah. So he's opting to get him in the bathroom.
Nobody will come in here, so he's not spotted.
It's not master mode, and there aren't stupid guards that wander in between the bathroom and there. Not that I'm bitter about it.
Yeah, I've heard you play a lot of master mode, which.
Yeah. I was looking for the guards. I was like, where are the dots? And I was like, oh, right. That's only because I hate myself. I remember now.
Yeah, the only time I played master mode at Hitman 3 was actually for improv rivals.
Yeah.
Like a week ago, and there was just like random cameras everywhere. I had no idea what was going on. And like I was playing on Colorado, and I'm like, there's a third guard by the old axe now. Like I have no idea what's happening.
Yeah, just randomly placed inconveniences.
So, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name, but we've got somebody in chat saying that you can get wall hacked in that bathroom. I have not been wall hacked there. But
I have not either.
Anecdotal experience means nothing in Hitman.
Of course.
So.
No, I mean, I know that you can break the glass. You
can get wall hacked anywhere. So.
Yeah, but the glass in those bathroom doors can also shatter and becomes see-through, obviously.
Maddie's saying he doesn't think Mike got the letter, and I don't think so either. I know he didn't grab it on his.
Yeah.
He didn't get it on his way up, but I didn't see if he got it on his way down.
I don't think
But
that he
he's
did
grabbing a
because there was an enforcer right there, and he almost got completely spotted by the enforcer. So
he's getting a hotel staff, which he doesn't need. So I'm assuming he's going to do the lure. Talk to Ken.
oh,
and,
take
I mean,
Ken up to the Queen Suite.
drag him there, the bathroom, wherever you want.
Right.
I don't know if maybe he's unsure about where he can leave Ken with the letter isolation, or just maybe sees this as being better.
I am very curious about. Oh, okay. Buff is going.
He's
for...
grabbing a propane right now.
Ooh, see, there's that shattered glass thing I was telling everybody about.
Whee.
All right, so Buff Guy went around to get the bodyguard disguise, probably just for ease of getting through everywhere. But
so
yeah.
he's not going to get wrecked by the tech crew on the balcony here.
Right.
Well, I mean, he still can, but
yeah, but it's less likely. Okay, yeah, Mr. Mike has his propane flash. He's already getting the lure going.
I guess you're allowed to climb around there. I didn't know that in the disguise. Yeah, I mean, as Maddie says, the Queen Suite would work fine because the disguise is on the floor above, but also Ken is extremely slow when you do this, and it's sort of like the dealer disguise in that he will stop if you go more than 3 feet away.
That is a rip on Buff's side as he tried to shoot with the trank gun, just took a bit too long to finish his aim, and wound up getting spotted when he.
Neil has some crazy view cones even when he's not in the mirror.
Yeah, Neil can eat one. He's
I don't.
He's quite a pain.
That's definitely a way to put it. But yeah, I've kind of experienced it. Like it's the same thing with both of the token NPCs on Dartmoor. I don't know why. There's just some NPCs that have like 360-degree view cones, like Haven level stuff.
Yeah, and they got necks like owls, so they turn their head.
So
okay.
Mr. Mike has grabbed Otis, and he's gonna bring Ken back here. Every single time I see a cast on Bangkok, I hear something different about which NPCs go into the bathroom, but I think it's only that kitchen staff that he knocked out.
Right, and that kitchen staff is already in there. I know there's a random NPC who doesn't even have a disguise you can grab, who I thought wanders in there as well.
Yeah, is that Ronald Sump? Is that who that is? I forget which one is.
Remember, I said which Thames. One is
Ronald Sump. But there isn't. Yeah, there is an undisguised NPC.
Right. I think
he
that
went
he
into
only
the
goes
other
into the
stall.
other bathroom, though. Yeah, the other stall.
Yeah. So he's going to leave his propane with a taser, and I guess come back for it. Meanwhile, we did have another rip on Buff's side.
Yeah, one of the gardeners didn't go into panic mode and wound up spotting him. Yeah, he's starting from well behind at this point. As Mr. Mike just has to get the stalker disguise, which he's in a disguise that is legally allowed up to where the stalker is. Stalker's already isolated. He just has to KO him.
Mike's just got to not do anything insane. There's a few enforcers up there, but that's about it. And like you said, legal up here. So you just got to climb up the stairs, detonate, and then run down to whatever exit you feel like. Tuck if you want style points or whatever. But he doesn't have a trank even. The stalker can have some nutty head turns while you're up here. So there is the kill.
There's the accident, explosive kill. Now Mr. Mike just has to get all the way down to the ground floor.
There he goes. And looks like Buff is going to be able to get his first kill here again. So as long as Mike doesn't pull out his gun and accidentally shoot an NPC on the head on the way down.
I mean, it is.
He should be fine.
Things should happen.
Ooh, Buff guy's going to grab the bodyguards again. I am very afraid of these guys unless I need their disguise.
Yeah.
I almost never get them, but Mike's going for the safest exit on the map, so
Oh, okay. Wait, that's the explosive
that's
accident.
Ken's.
Okay, I was like, I just saw
Ken's
body
body
found.
found.
All right, so that
Nice
room
view.
was soundproof. So who would have gone in there?
It
Somebody
might have
went in there.
been guy in another stall, maybe. I don't know. I didn't see
Maybe.
if he got searching when he detonated, but that would have been a while ago. So yeah,
Yeah.
somebody might have actually gone in there. But I mean, we can play it out. But buff guy, I don't think it's remotely possible to finish.
I think that at this point, because he still has to isolate Ken, then he has to get the disguise, do the trigger.
He's got to activate Wii mod and all that stuff, so that'll take a while.
There's just so much.
But that is going to be a 4-2. I mean, it's, I guess, kind of a win, but there's no winners or losers in the group stage matches.
No,
There'll be
I mean,
4 points added for Mike,
and 2 points
2
added for
for
Buff. So
Buff.
I mean, and if you're gonna play in the group stage, I mean, wins are good. Somebody else.
Yeah, any points are better than no points, and especially, it doesn't really matter what seed you are. If you're taking points off of the second seed, then I mean, I think that puts you in a pretty good position.
Yeah, exactly.
Going against maybe some of the lower seeds, depending on who they are, but just got to be in the top 4 in your group to move on.
Let us take a look at the schedule to see any upcoming matches here. Here they are. You can see what's coming up, what time it's coming up. If you want to see these times in your local time, go to hitmaps.com, scroll down to the upcoming matches section, and you will be able to see them, and your browser will automatically translate them into whatever time they are. So, like, for instance, it says 11 on here, but it's 2 a.m. my time is when that match is going to be coming up. And it's Buff Guy again. So if you enjoyed seeing that, then come back and root him on as he takes on T. Hawken, who I don't know who that is, but Santa Fortuna and Paris. So that should be a fun one. Let's see here. I don't see any actual listings in the leaderboard thing yet. So I'm not going to take us to that slate.
You mean in the brackets?
I don't know if
is that what you're talking about?
It's listed as the leaderboard scene.
For the group stages. Oh, did you just put in the JSON? I kind of set it up manually.
Oh, I see. Yes, I did just put in the JSON and just.
But yeah, if you're talking about the challenge stuff, like there's not really.
Right.
It's not really meant for group stage type stuff, so.
No, not yet.
But we do have some cool upcoming matches graphics, so.
We do, and yeah, we have awesome graphics through the whole thing. So kudos to Mo for the stuff that he did. So Chris, thank you so much for joining me for this. I really appreciate it, and thanks for adminning as well. Thank you, MrMike, for the overlay and hit maps. Thank you, Mo, for the graphics. Thank you, the admin team, and all that they do to make this stuff happen. Thank you for the players, MrMike and the Buff Guy, for putting on a really good show for us. And, of course, thank you, the viewers, for coming out and keeping us busy and giving us someone to talk to. I am doing the payout right now. And let's see, is anybody live streaming Hitman right now that we can go and give a raid to?
I think that Gunther guy might be streaming right now.
But he's a jerk.
You want to raid him?
Yeah.
Oh, so true.
Just one of the worst people. We got Sajotes. I raided him personally earlier, so we'll go to Sajotes' channel. So say hi, and yeah, check hitmaps.com, see what else is coming up. That's all I got. Chris, do you have anything else to say?
I'd like to thank my family. No. Yeah, thanks for joining us, guys. Have a good night/morning, whatever.
And we'll see you later. Bye.
See ya.